Welcome back to another episode on the Wholesome Rave podcast. If this is your first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell if you aren't subscribed already. Let's head right into the video. So, let's talk about why I think influencer culture does not help your finances. There has been an evolution that has occurred between influencers, the brands, and the consumers, and this evolution has happened over a decade. I just want to talk about some of the trends or the patterns that I see in today's influencer marketing culture. For the influencer marketing to mature, the relationship between the brand and the consumer also has to evolve at some point. And in order for there to be a really strong relationship, parasocial relationship is what I would like to call these kind of relationships, because parasocial relationship refers to the kind of relationship you have between an influencer or a celebrity versus yourself. So these kinds of relationship, a very tricky kind of relationship that a lot of people, especially consumers, and when I mean consumers, I'm talking about you behind the screen that is watching their content and consuming a lot of the contents that these influencers put out. And I'm also talking about you behind the screen that is making these purchases. So in order for you to have a healthy parasocial relationship between yourself and a certain influencer, you need to have two things. You need to be able to spot the authenticity that a certain influencer says they have, and secondly, there need to be a certain level of alignment when it comes to the value that you're getting and the values that you uphold in your life. So when these two things are present, then it is considered to be a healthy parasocial relationship. The rise of the influencer culture has definitely promoted a lot of other things alongside with it. It has also made it very easy for consumers' behaviors and patterns and attitudes to be monitored. And a lot of this influencing has also changed a lot of people's emotional perception towards certain things that they see on the internet. And this is why I want to talk about it. But before I go into most of the things for today, I want to talk about one person, Jay Shetty. So Jay Shetty was one of the top mental health influencers for almost a decade. Be it on YouTube or on Instagram, he has amassed a lot of followings on both platforms, reaching to 10 million plus people. And 2 months ago, a lot of his lies were uncovered by some journalist who's done some research. I'll leave a link to the videos. So basically, Jay Shetty had us believe in a story that he became a monk and somehow suddenly became this persona. So Jay Shetty was under a lot of scrutiny because he had set up an academy for people, and a lot of people signed up to this academy. They literally paid him $7,000 for this course, and he promised at the end of this academy you would be getting a certification from some universities in the UK. This certificate was gonna be accredited by these universities. Turns out this academy wasn't affiliated in any way to these universities, and a lot of people signed up for this academy of his. So a lot of money thrown in the drain. Right now he's under a lot of pressure from the media because he's told a lie. There are a lot of other influencers that has done something very similar. They've taken advantage of so many young consumers of their content. Here's how you can avoid falling victim to these highly toxic influencer culture. So influencer culture has heightened the need for people to overconsume or buy unnecessary products that they don't require. There's been a rise in what I would like to call digital celebrities, and like I said in the beginning, these parasocial relationships we have between celebrities or influencers need to be carefully discussed. I don't feel like this is talked about enough, especially on social media. I feel like there's been a lot of topics regarding overconsumption. Parasocial relationships require a lot of mental effort and work in order to filter out your influencer catalog. I like to call it an influencer catalog. Paying attention to these things, the people that you follow, their messaging, and just having the consciousness to know that not everything an influencer promotes to you is something that is needed for your mental health or for your own well-being. Sometimes the reason why you purchase a certain thing is not because you like it. It's because you don't feel adequate enough just being without it. You feel the need to become something better by adding that thing to your life. And that comes from a place of low self-esteem and just a feeling of not being enough, not being adequate, just not living the kind of life that you see these influencers living on social media. And that's really, really bad. At the end of the day, many of these influencers, it's not that they don't care about you, but they only care about your attention and how much of your attention can give them the certain amount of money that they need to keep their brand or business growing. When you see a certain influencer and you like what they do, you like how well you relate to them, understand that relationship should only be built on trust and value. True fandom shouldn't be about the money that you're spending on whatever they are promoting. It should be based on true connection. Influencer marketing is one of the biggest drivers of overconsumptions in today's digital era. It's the biggest reason why a lot of people keep on buying these products that they don't even need. You can see it on many of the trends with the Stanley Cups, with the jumpsuits and gym wears, with the calorie deficits, and many of these vegan protein powders that a lot of healthy fitness influencers promote. And you can see this everywhere. The need to want to fit, just to have a certain thing because it looks expensive or it looks just right. One of the biggest things you can do is to take your time before making any purchasing decision. Don't just pay for anything that comes online, anything that's suggested to you on Instagram, on your For You page, on your suggested page. Always take some time out to do some research on the influencer that is promoting a particular product to you. Not every product that's being pushed out or promoted to you by your favorite influencer is meant for you. Some products, yes, are meant for you or useful to you, but not all. There must be a reason why you follow a particular influencer, right? And if you cannot identify the missing part of yourself that is making you want to get a certain product from an influencer, then you're probably better off without that product in your life. Pay attention to the fact that a lot of these big companies and brands are watching some of these influencers, and they are also trying their hardest to collaborate with some of these influencers. And some of these collaboration terms and recognition from the brand's part can put an immense pressure on some of these influencers to present themselves as something that they are not, which can cause friction when it comes to their transparency levels or their accountability levels with you as a consumer. Doing your research and finding value in something in a person that you follow on social media is also really, really important. Relatability, authenticity, and transparency. These are some of the key things that once you're able to pay close attention to, you'd be able to know how you're spending towards these things that are being influenced upon you. So that's pretty much it for this video. But if you stuck through to the end of this video, I am really, really grateful that you did, and I'm so thankful that you watched this video through to the end. So I cannot wait to catch up with you guys on the next episode. Definitely stick around and let me know in the comment section if you want to see more videos like this. And that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.